All right, we are in a little bit of a bind here. We haven't even put our garden in, and the woodchucks are already eating on it. This is our broccoli, this is cauliflower. We literally just laid these in the garden overnight, and the woodchucks already had their way. So we're gonna try to get ahead of that before we have all our plants in, and we're just gonna try to cage trap. We think it's just one, because there wasn't a ton of feeding. So we're using, again, a cage trap here. So we're gonna go over some really basic ways to cage trap woodchucks. They're a pretty easy critter to catch, but there's some tips to make it you know, more surefire. So the first thing, cage trap, you'll see I have this covered. We wrap our cage on at least 3 sides, leaving it open in the back so they can see through. And the whole idea is woodchucks and a lot of other animals are burrowing animals, so they're comfortable going into dark spots. They don't mind climbing in here, but it helps to keep them calm once they're in here.
So what did you use to wrap this? This
is just a dog food bag. You can use tarp or even sheet. It will get torn up. That's just the nature of it, but this is just dog food bag wrapped with some duct tape. So we've got that set already. We're gonna put it in a place that's high traffic, you know, so we think that woodchuck's gonna be milling around here looking for another snack. Next, we're gonna talk about bait. So here we have ear of corn, an apple, and some lettuce, or cabbage. So these are just, I mean, these are things that woodchucks like. Corn, especially this time of year when it's got those fresh kernels, is great. This right here though, this is the secret ingredient, salt. You don't think of using salt for woodchucks, but it increases catch rate. Some other things we've got here for the whole process, a couple of stakes to stake our trap down. If we were to hypothetically catch a non-target like a raccoon, we wouldn't want that trap to get rolled over. And lastly, just some grass clippings to help brush in the bottom. So we'll get started with, we're gonna start with this ear of corn. And we're just gonna salt the crap out of it. You'll see, I'm gonna salt it in front of the trap though, so that you know, attractant is close to the trap. I'm gonna place it in the back. So you want that ear of corn facing this way. Next is gonna be, again, some cabbage here, just a whole bunch of salt. Toss it in the back. I'm gonna try to keep it so the salt's facing up. You're gonna spill some. And then lastly, we'll take half an apple. We'll save the other half in the fridge in case it takes a couple days. You know, we don't have a full, I'm gonna hollow this out a little bit. Leaving some of those goodies in front of the trap as kind of a treat. And then again, salt. So if we had our full garden in and he was coming every night, you know, we'd expect to get him first thing. But being that it's early on, you know, it might take a couple days for him to come around. So next thing I'm gonna do is stake it in. Again, the whole idea here is you're trying to keep other animals from rolling this. You know, it's a woodchuck, so you don't have to be too intense. It also helps to keep it sturdy. So then we're just gonna work some of those grass clippings in, and woodchucks aren't the spookiest animal, but it's gonna help. You know, you want to sift it kind of down as much as you can. But actually,
that's just hiding the metal on the bottom.
It's making it so it's less of a, you know, a
difference from the grass.
Exactly. Exactly. So again, they can see it from the backside, but they can't get to it. The last thing that we're gonna do is test it. So I'm gonna reach in. Okay, woodchuck's coming. And it fires. This is one of our more finicky traps, but work with what you have. So if you want to look at it from that angle, kind of think of being the woodchuck and, you know, how that approach looks. You could even kind of brush in your bottom a little bit more, but salt and fresh veggies, those are the absolute key. Good luck while you're out woodchuck trapping.